Hey everyone, Benson, Performance Capability. Hope you're doing well. See, most people think chaos is the enemy, but here's the truth. Chaos is the catalyst. It's the forge where resilience is built, where clarity is carved. Literally, businesses today and in the future are the successful ones invariably find a way to make order out of chaos. Entrepreneurs find breakthroughs in messy, uncertain markets. Science even shows that novelty and disorder spark, neuroplasticity in the brain, literally reshaping itself under stress. So the question is, will you resist chaos or will you let it refine you into the leader that you're supposed to be? And here's the other challenge. What chaos in your life right now are you treating as punishment when in fact it could be your preparation? And the deeper question, if clarity is carved out of chaos, are you willing to step into the storm to claim it? That's the real question. That's what we're going to talk about in this message. Let's run the intro.
Hold your breath, all the moves we're making.
See, what if I told you that the chaos dismantling your life right now is actually constructing it? What if the confusion, the reversals, those moments when everything feels like it's collapsing, what if those aren't indicators of failure, but they're evidence that you're literally on the precipice of a breakthrough? See, I know that you're here because something in your world feels possibly turbulent right now. Perhaps it's your career, perhaps that it's a relationship dynamic. Maybe it's something to do with your kids. Perhaps it's your aspiration that you've been pursuing that keeps eluding you from your grasp. And you're waiting for clarity, waiting for the opportune moment, waiting for, existence to make sense before you'll make your first move. But here's what I've discovered through studying champions, working with them, helping business owners really make a difference. Observing ordinary individuals transform into extraordinary ones is what I do. Through witnessing lives completely reconstruct themselves, clarity doesn't precede action, chaos does. Every single time. If you can learn to navigate chaos rather than flee from it, you will literally unlock dimensions of strength you never knew existed within you. So settle in, because for the next few minutes, I'm going to demonstrate why struggle isn't your adversity. It's literally the most profound teacher that you could ever have. See, the deception that we've all been sold is we've been systematically deceived, sold a mythology that success follows some kind of linear, predictable trajectory. See, phase 1, achieve clarity. Phase 2, construct a plan. Phase 3, execute flawlessly. And phase 4, triumph. Show me one person that actually lived that narrative, just one. The reality is we're addicted to certainty. We crave guarantees. We want to visualize the entire staircase before we'll take the first step. But existence finds our need for certainty amusing. I used to be the architect of perceptual preparation. I'd analyze everything, variable, strategize every contingency, wait for the opportune moment. You know what transpired? Years evaporated, dreams atrophied, opportunities vanished. While I was methodically trying to eliminate uncertainty, life was doing its thing. Then I discovered something that fundamentally altered my perspective. The most successful individuals don't wait for clarity. They forge through it within the chaos. They make, order out of chaos. See, here's what neuroscience reveals. Your brain exclusively grows under pressure. It's called neuroplasticity. The brain's capacity literally to rewire itself. But here's the crucial element. It only occurs when you're pushed beyond your comfortable parameters, when you're immersed in chaos, when everything feels and seems uncertain. So every instance you're confused, overwhelmed, struggling to discern the path forward, that's not a system malfunction. That's actually a feature of the system. That's your brain literally upgrading its architecture. So here's my inquiry for you. How much longer will you continue waiting for life's, permission to begin becoming who you're destined to be? See, let me share with you a few stories of individuals who understood this principle before anyone articulated it to them. See, the first thing that you need to recognize when dealing with this is to sense that people have been through this before. Langley High School, Wilmington, North Carolina. A 15-year-old arrives at basketball tryouts harboring dreams, to make varsity. He gets cut, not relegated to the bench duty, not assigned to junior varsity, eliminated entirely, sent home, told he lacks sufficient talent. Envision that moment, the walk to the car, the ride home, the internal interrogation. I'm inadequate. Should I abandon this pursuit? Perhaps not meant for my path. But here's what differentiates champions from everyone else. They don't interpret rejection as their story's conclusion. They view it as the opening chapter of their comeback narrative. This young man decided that being cut wasn't the finale. It was the genesis. It was, he channeled that humiliation into propulsion. He practiced with more intensity than anyone. He overworked every player who made the team. The chaos of rejection became his consuming obsession. The comfort of making varsity would have produced a competent player, perhaps even an exceptional player. But the chaos of rejection forged something entirely different. It created the greatest basketball player in history, bar none. That 15-year-old, his name was Michael Jordan. Now, consider the 40-year-old rookie who went into a completely new industry all by herself. She rewrote the parameters of when life can truly begin. She was a competitive figure skater. Olympic aspirations, years of training, failed to qualify, first chaos, transitioned into journalism, worked at a prestigious fashion magazine for 17 years, got bypassed for editor-in-chief, the position she'd been architecting, her entire career towards, that second chaos. She's 40 years old, zero fashion experience, entering an industry where most professionals have already, reached their zenith or burnt out entirely. Everyone perceived obstacles. She recognized possibilities. The chaos of missed opportunities crystallized into clarity about her ultimate calling. She launched a bridal design enterprise and revolutionized an entire industry. At 40, when most people were accepting this is simply how my life is, she was just beginning. Why? Because she comprehended that chaos isn't your story's termination. It's the plot twist. That woman who reinvented herself, her name was Vera Wang. September 13th, 1848, Cavendish, Vermont. A railroad worker named Phileas Gage is using a tampering iron to pack explosive power into rock. Something catastrophic occurs. The iron rod, 3 feet 7 inches long, weighing 13 pounds, rockets through his skull like a projectile. It enters through his left eye and exits through the crown of his head. Physicians predicted death within hours. Then they declared that if he survived, he'd never be the same person again. His personality, capabilities, everything that constituted his identity would be permanently obliterated. But here's what actually transpired. Over months, then years, Gage's brain began rewiring itself. New neural pathways emerged, functions relocated, capacities recovered. The case taught science one of its most fundamental lessons. Even when chaos literally shatters everything, the human brain, the human spirit, discovers methods to adapt, to develop, to transcend. If a man can survive an iron rod through his brain and reconstruct his existence, what justification do you have for allowing temporary chaos to defeat your aspirations? So the question isn't, why is this happening to me? The question is, who am I becoming through this process? See, here's the principle that governs every person's journey. Every breakthrough, every narrative, every transformation, that you've ever witnessed, those things show you that your comfort zone and your aspirations, every breakthrough narrative, every transformation, everything witnessed, anything that you're going after is going to require that you get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Show me a comfort zone and I'll show you where aspirations go to atrophy. Show me someone avoiding chaos and I'll show you someone avoiding their destiny. This isn't opinion and it's not motivational speak. It's not motivational rhetoric. This is natural law. It's physics. It's biology. Growth requires resistance. Strength demands challenge. Clarity necessitates chaos. And here's what most people overlook. The chaos you're experiencing isn't arbitrary. It's not, cosmic punishment. It's precisely calibrated to develop exactly the strength you need for exactly the life you're meant to inhabit. Your struggle is specific. Your challenges are custom designed. The chaos in your life is the exact curriculum required to transform you into the person that you're supposed to become. So, stop asking why me. Start asking, what is this developing in me? Stop asking, when will this end? Start asking, who will I be when I emerge from this situation? These are really the questions that you should ask yourself. Now, here's the truth nobody discusses. You will encounter discipline one way or another. There are two varieties of discipline in existence. The discipline of choice, this is when you proactively engage in chaos, when you initiate the difficult conversation, when you accept the challenging assignment, when you push yourself beyond comfortable perimeters, when you maintain control that you're training. The discipline of force, this is when life seizes you and hurls you into chaos, when crisis strikes, when failure devastates, when your breakdown becomes your breakthrough. When you're not controlling anything, you're reacting. Here's what I've learned. If you don't pay the price on your terms, you'll pay it on life's terms. And life's terms are invariably more expensive. Don't want to navigate difficult conversations? Life will deliver relationship crises. Don't want to challenge yourself professionally? Life will deliver job elimination. You don't want to, confront your health? Life will deliver medical emergency. Don't want to address your finances? Life might deliver bankruptcy. But when you choose the discipline of choice, something remarkable happens. You develop what I call chaos confidence, the ability to thrive in uncertainty, to identify opportunity within a crisis, to perceive possibilities where others see problems. So right now, today, you have a choice. Will you step into your chaos or will you wait for chaos to step into you? So here's what we've got from this message. As we end our time together, you have a decision to make. You can leave this video and return waiting for clarity, waiting for the right moment, waiting for life to become easier, or you can embrace the chaos that's already present in your life and transform it from obstacle into opportunity. You can literally stop interpreting struggle as evidence of failure and start seeing it as proof of growth. See, here's what I want you to do immediately. First, identify one area of chaos in your life. Don't avoid it. Don't minimize it. Name it. Second, ask yourself the question, what strength is this chaos attempting to develop in me? Third, take one action today that moves you towards this chaos instead of away from it. Send that message, initiate that conversation, and take the risk. Here's what I think I know about you. You didn't discover this video accidentally. You were here because part of you recognizes you're meant for more. Part of you understands that your current chaos isn't your ceiling, it's literally your foundation. The people you admire, the success stories you study, the transformations, that you dream about, they are all originating exactly where you are right now, in chaos, in uncertainty, in the place where most people surrender. But you're not most people. You're different. You want more. Your chaos is calling. Your struggle is summoning. You know, it's summoning the person within. The question isn't whether you're strong enough to handle it. The real question is, are you courageous enough to answer it? This is Benson, Performance Capability. I hope you got some value out of this message today. Until next time, be sure to follow the 7 stars. I'll see you soon.